YouTubers, what is happening? How is it going? I'm here looking cute, definitely feeling this look. Let me show you what I'm rocking, what I'm gonna be rocking today. So I am rocking this one today. Thank you, hey ladies. And I'm definitely having a lovely day in my new apartment. Finally moved in my new place. I'm living here alone. I have a duplex bed upstairs, couch downstairs, some flowers, fake flowers to decorate. I'm going to be buying some plant issues. I don't have air conditioning, but not today's topic. What I want to talk to you about is how poor girls and women are just destroyed whenever they try to value themselves based on beauty. Now, don't get me wrong, I like to be cute, but I'm also getting a PhD. I'm also a hardworking musician. I don't play for money, I just play for fun. So I have hobbies, I have things I'm doing that actually lead me to a bit more fulfilling life, if you want. But what I'm seeing from the CEO of whatever company who I've never heard of before cheating on his wife, and the woman who's cheating on her husband, and they're both working for the same company. We're watching you. What we're getting when I'm looking at the comments today, I was like, okay, so what is happening? And all I'm hearing is, oh my God, his wife was so much prettier. She's a 10, and he left her, he cheated on her with this. And then all I'm hearing from the comments, from the women's section, from the women's comments, is his wife is much prettier. Why would he go downgrade? Why would he downgrade? And I'm thinking, like, you're not valuable just as a beautiful person. And don't get me wrong, women get a lot more attention. I get a lot more attention looking pretty like this. But it's like one of those dopamine kind of rush, like very quick moment, instantaneous, right now. But this is not long term. Your partner is not going to be every single day looking at you when you're 50, when you're 40, when you're 80, thinking, oh, wow, this is so pretty. I don't need to talk to you anymore. So if you think about it, what is there to talk about if all he sees in you is you're pretty? Now, we're a social being. We're humans. We're social being. So to just use your beauty as the base of finding a relationship is just going to be the recipe for disaster, honestly. Let me explain why. So I I don't know if I've dated. I've been dated by some women who literally chose me and decided that I'm the right person for them. And I think some of them thought of me as cute at the time as a male representing person. But eventually, we got to a point of I left the relationship. Most of the people I have dated were very, very beautiful. I don't know if they're like, what do you call those tens? Because I don't see those tens, like when people say this girl is a 10, I really do not see those types of women as the prettiest, right? I think they're very stereotypical, a little bit childish beauty, if you will. Someone talked about this, I forgot her name, but she was very smart. Back to the point. The point is, I never really dated people based on how pretty they are. I've dated really, really cool people, very, very hot people, and I left them. Some of them I left in like a couple months. I left a girl in a couple of weeks after dating because I'm like, you're a child. Like, you don't know how to even walk to the bar because you just get lost and you just sit in your room, watch like anime. No shade for people who watch anime, but she doesn't know anything of the outside world. And I'm like, I cannot be with you. You're gorgeous, but I cannot be with you. You're useless. You don't do anything in life, and I'm not gonna do that. So now it's the same thing. Like many of these women commenting on this post saying, wow, why is he cheating on his beautiful wife with a woman who's not as beautiful? And he's downgraded. And I'm like, but like, he did not cheat because she's beautiful. Do you understand how that goes? And this is where Men want you for a few minutes, a few days, a few weeks because you're beautiful to sleep with. But that's not what they want in the long term. And this is where most women, most basic women, because alternative women have a completely different story. Hooray to y'all. But the most traditional, let's say, women who also most of the young girls who get to grow up in this, watching TVs and series and TV shows, get to the idea of, I have to be pretty, I have to be white. I know one of my previous roommates literally walks out with a jacket, long sleeve pants in 40 some degree weather because she does not want to get tanned. I appreciate my tan. I'm not trying to be white. I used to be one of those people. That's why it's kind of like, wow. Like I told her, like you're beautiful, and even though you're trying to be white, you're not gonna be white. And even the people who date you, they don't date you because you are white or you're trying to be white. They want you to be brown. They want you to be black. I love people with very, very dark black skin, men and women. Definitely more men at this point. But like, I like the features. I like the color. I like the even sometimes the smoothness. I don't know why I didn't have body hair, but I really like that. But also, I appreciate beauty beyond color. I think every single person, every single ethnicity has very beautiful people. My top picks for men who are beautiful are, besides personality or culture, just looks. Don't get this mixed up. Are African or African American, and then Arabian. Like I like this dark skin-ish with very black hair and brown eyes on a man. Shockingly, before I transitioned, before I came out as a trans woman, my choice was a white, blonde, beautiful girl as very, very pretty. I think maybe that's kind of also something I created from watching TV, and it was not really attainable for me at the moment, living, I guess, born in in Kuwait and then moving to California directly, and it was like seeing a blonde, blue-eyed person was not common, and that kind of something you craved. Living in Europe, I started realizing blonde people are not pretty. Just because you're blonde doesn't make you pretty, and there are definitely people who are like there are some blonde men who are very attractive, but there are blonde women who are unattractive, and that's fine. And coming back to this cheating story, like women, girls, the older women, younger women, big women, dark women, thin women, tall women, hairy women, your beauty is not your physical appearance. Your physical appearance is a cherry on top of what makes you beautiful, or is the entrance to your true beauty, right? So I think it's, if you're beautiful on the outside, this should be like 30-40% of your true beauty on the inside. So if I open myself for you, it will be much prettier than what you see outside. But I make myself pretty outside for myself, usually. And also as a representation of what I see of myself. So if you're a woman, if you're a girl, if you're a teenage girl, and if you're an older woman watching this and you're worried about staying very wrinkle free, very bright, with no sunspots, with no blemishes. Don't get me wrong, I like wearing makeup. I wear makeup now because of my new job only on Saturday. Today's Saturday. Because I take myself out on Saturdays. I'm not waiting for a man to take me out. I'm not waiting for a woman to take me out to tell me I'm pretty. I'm gonna get as pretty as I feel, and I'm just gonna go walk outside, go to a little cafe, play my guitar, talk to people who ever want to talk to me, and then go find some nice restaurant and just eat. And maybe walk back and at night find a little jam bar and hang out. I'm very simple. Yeah, I'm very simple. Like, if you date me, honestly, we will pay everything 50-50 because I think it's only fair. I'm working, I'm independent, and I value myself. And I also value you. If I have fun with you, I will pay for our dinner because I appreciate your company. Like, I don't think there's a lot of issues here, and this is where a lot of women are having issues with beauty, with appearance, because the prettier they are, they think that they should get more free things and they should not do anything anymore. They should not be paying or trying or working or asking someone if they like to be their partner because they're that pretty. So they shouldn't be doing anything. They should be like receiving all the gifts, and in some sense, this happened to them or is happening to them. That's why they're getting used to it. But it also devalues you, woman. You are powerful in here, right? You're very empathetic. Not everyone, but I think the social structure you grow up into makes you definitely a better team worker and makes you to improve a lot quicker because you're interacting with people. People are awesome. We learn from people. So don't obsess too much with beauty. It might help you in the workplace. I think it would. It might help you find a partner. In some sense, it will. But I think if that's all you invest in, it's not really gonna go anywhere. Because I was thinking about this. I'm like, I've had really, really pretty people, like I dated, and we did not have anything to talk about. And I just got bored. I'm like, yeah, you look pretty. Now what? Who am I going to talk to? Your picture? I need conversation. I need interaction. I need giggles. I need food. I need arguments. I need philosophical debates. Talk to me. Show me who you are. I find people more attractive based on what they're capable of doing, which also means if you're capable of looking pretty, you're very capable of being smart in details because you know the tiny little things that matter to make you pop as a beautiful person. On the other hand, if you're going to be talking to the other sex, gender, then that's not really relevant, is it? So you want to have a bit of everything, but invest mostly in one or two things that you like. If you like makeup, then you're going to find some people who like makeup. Not many straight men would be able to talk to you about this. But you'll find gay men. I'm actually trying to look for a feminine or a gay man as a boyfriend because, like, I don't know what to talk to straight men with. I don't know what to talk to. Like, most of them, the ones I've interacted with, they just want to talk or they talk on top of you. And when you share something, like me and me sharing about my music or living in different countries or something, it either pushes them down, like they feel inferior, or they go and compete against it. It's like trying to bring something better that I've done. I'm like I don't want to compete with you. Like I want to share who I am so you can see me, and then I want you to open who you are so I can see you, and then we can just walk and get ice cream and just sit in silence. Not too much, but if you're a man, be pretty. Don't let the society tell you what to do and what not to do. I'm telling you, I would not date a guy who does not have a little sense of fashion or femininity, right? Because I like you to be clean. Shave your armpits, shave anything you want, everything you want. I'm not going to tell you to be manly. I actually want you to be less manly. I think this is also part of my trauma that I'm trying to heal. But if you're a woman, please be more than pretty. Be more than pretty. Don't not be pretty. If you like to be pretty, but be more than pretty. Be interesting. Be passionate. Be creative. Be adventurous, be smart, be scientific, be philosophical, be someone that you like, someone that you want to hang out with, right? And this is where I think this whole cheating thing is happening because most traditional, simple men date very superficial, pretty girls only based on their looks. And that leads to infidelities because if you have been chosen because you're just pretty, then there is nothing to stay after that. You can try to stay young and pretty, but that's not the same. What you want to do is win them with conversation, words, not arguments, words. I mean, you also have to choose the right people, right? So if you end up with a very, you know, simple man who just works and plays video games and talks about football all day long. There's like these are the three things he does in his life. You should not be those for him. Find someone different, which also gets you to be going outside of your own cage of this is my type. When you say this is my type, you're already setting yourself up for failure because you're blocking everything else that could be beneficial for you. You're blocking every single new experience of new type of man because you do not like those. Bit weird. But I'll honestly date anyone at this point as long as I can talk to you. I'm a very intuitive person, so I need to feel that you're sincere and you're not trying to, dominate me in a tyrannical way, but you're also not very submissive and you just want me to do everything and think and talk. Like, I want you to be equal to me so that we can take care of each other. I will take care of you. If you don't have money, I'll pay. If I don't have money, you pay. I'm not expecting you to do this every time. Every time it will be equal. And I don't think that's a bad thing. I think this is a good thing. We go to eat together. How do we do it? 50-50. Or what did you order? You ordered more things? Well, then pay for your things. I mean, why is that bad? Like, I usually do not eat that much. I just want to pay for my things. And I don't want you to pay for my things. I don't want you to pay for my things. Like, I'm an old, mature woman. I'm not a little teenage girl who needs daddy to pay for everything. So, okay, I'm gonna go. See you later.